modernizing data is something that we are really passionate about at 66 Degrees. We're passionate because it allows a client to take advantage of incredible analytics use cases, and then at the end of the day, AI, ML use cases. And so as we talk about our journey at 66 Degrees and the customer journey in modernizing their data platform, the first piece is you have to have your data and applications in a cloud-based platform of the ones you want to, because that allows a client to ultimately use analytics, build analytics, and then transform with AI ML. And so what do we see? Let me talk about a couple of customer case studies that I've seen that are really powerful. And look, I started my career as a consultant, as a strategy consultant, and what I loved doing was building tools for people that influence them and change their behavior. And so for a large distribution company, what we did is we helped them move their data into a centralized platform. Historically, this company had a number of IT and analytics professionals building dashboards. My legacy profession was building dashboards to influence and to make boardroom decisions, but also help influence customer level decisions. But by us centralizing their data on one cloud platform and in many ways helping them build this data into a data warehouse and then have pipelines contribute to this data warehouse, what it allowed is the small analytics and IT team to have a 10x return on what they were doing, because it allowed, instead of a one-off request or a one-off report that the IT and analytics team needed to produce for the board meeting or for a business stakeholder meeting, they could build dashboards that sat on top of that data warehouse that were self-service. And instead of building one-off requests, they could teach their business users and they could teach their key stakeholders how to self-serve and how to access this data. And to this day, we believe that this saved this client about $10 million a year in personnel costs and data management costs, because this data was democratized and accessible to the entire organization. Let me talk about one other case. There's a number of sticky, very expensive licenses that our clients have when they bring 66 Degrees in. That could be across a number of different providers and hyperscalers. This could be on-prem, or this could be even in SaaS-based or cloud-based licenses. Moving your databases from those licenses over to the cloud does two things. It frees you from those licenses, which is a huge savings. We helped one client move 200 single-purpose databases and save them $3 million a year on this. And that's helpful, but it also makes when you move to the cloud or when you move to a modern environment, you're paying for what you're consuming. You're not signing up for an annual license, which is huge. But the other advantage is that when you're in the cloud and you have your database in the cloud, you can then take full advantage of the analytics use cases to produce those dashboards and to democratize your data. But you can also take full advantage of the AI use cases. Whereas oftentimes when you're sitting in a legacy license-based on-prem databases, that isn't as possible or as available to you. So just to summarize, two of the really critical pieces we're helping customers with is to centralize their data, democratize their data, and not make IT or the analytics team the single point of pain. But then we're also helping companies free themselves from legacy, very painful licenses and open up those AI and analytics use cases.